Welcome back to Nino Kuni 2. So let's continue exploring the labyrinth.
Plan floor 63.
You know, for a supposed labyrinth, it's actually pretty straightforward where we need to go.
Some floors are more labyrinthic than others, I can tell that.
Well, remember, Joe, each floor is randomly generated, so it depends on how the RNG is feeling on that particular time.
Ooh, calamari.
Actually, apparently this monster uses the Latin word for jelly.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm sure he'll taste delicious.
Well, Theo, it's better than. Hold on. Poisonous mist. Watch out for monsters in the labyrinth that spew forth clouds of poisonous mist when you come into contact with them. They're far from fun, aka poisonous status, and that's not cool. So. However, the Gizmo Supremo, there must be something among the tricks and trials available to Gizmo Supremo that can deal with the poisonous mist. So check your arsenal. But yeah, like I was saying, no, never mind. I was talking to Teo. Well, Teo, think of it this way: it's still better than what Time and Eternity does with the Zucchero Isle thing.
Yeah.
and the Ricard Dolce bakery.
It's okay, guys. If you pretend enough, you'll get better at something.
Well, that's the thing, Joe. But Ricardo eventually figures out the cake thing, and that's because of the time change we do at the end of that game.
Oh yeah, they become legit good bakers.
That's a joke. You see, all those terrible jokes about his cake being horrible and how he's a fucking stalker paid off. Now he can bake good cakes. It's like not the last season where the big payoff.
Leaves the floor 69.
Okay,
yeah, you happy?
Yay! To his credit, he wasn't so much a stalker. He was just a guy who kind of hit on the protagonist a lot, but he was able to take no for an answer.
Honestly, I forget.
I only caught a glimpse of her, and her back was turned to me, but there is no mistaking the rule of my homeland, Queen Nerea. But what could she be doing so far from home? And in the labyrinth, no less. Why would she put herself... Obviously, it's an hallucination, but yeah. What?
Are we sure it's a hallucination, or was that a spoiler you just gave us?
No, sorry, why is no?
What's... go ahead, Shuri.
Actually, she's burped.
What sorcery is this? Perhaps someone is impersonating her. No, it's her. There is no mistake. Jova?
You sure about that?
Nereus, the musician.
Oh, well, then it is settled. It really was her.
To think she came all the way to assist us. Go ahead. If I see her again, I shall not doubt my eyes. Okay, never mind. It turns out she is. Never mind. Turns out she is real. My original thought when I first saw that was, it's an hallucination from the Prince of Wraiths or something. But then you read the comments. Oh, apparently it may be. Basically, just like all the others. Just like all the other citizens, she's here to give us information and items to help us. But go ahead too. Oh. Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There I am.
Don't worry, we can hear you.
Fucking Discord.
No. We can hear you.
No, now you can, but for like a full 2 seconds.
No. Even back then we heard
you. Give us a talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
Next boss.
Anyway, you wanted to say something else?
No.
There she is. There's Queen Nerea.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, she seems to be the first town leader to actually show up here, as opposed to, us coming to their town.
Forgive me my haste, Your Majesty, but I must conclude my business here before I am missed. I have a proposal to make. Brian Skimmer's divine blessing in exchange for 23 of your orbs.
How good is it?
Well, it basically protects you.
Sorry, but I'm not going to teach you how to haggle.
I have a lot of spells that can protect me. How good can this one do it?
It'll protect you from sunburn. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sunscreen is for.
The next floor will be subject to a special condition. Major allied water attack boost.
Sure, but sunscreen doesn't exist in this world.
I'm going to have a chance to assist you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to the palace. Go ahead.
Because I have seen no mention of sunscreen throughout these entire.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've.
Either of these games.
I feel
Therefore,
like
don't
we
think they
did see a
exist.
mention of sunscreen somewhere.
I actually don't think I've explained this before, but each floor in the labyrinth, and this also applies to the other RNG dungeons. There's always some kind of special gimmick to each floor. In this particular one, as you see right there in the title, laden with treasure, meaning there's a shit ton more treasure chests than normal. This one is Rumpa's room, aka there's a lot of enemies basically. So
think Java like those a special condition that you can apply with cards in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories to the entire floor. More monsters, more XP, a special treasure, stuff like that.
Except it's picked at random, unless you think something like this, where you find an NPC that helps you determine what the next gimmick will be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're looking a little green at the gills.
And still, you live.
Because you suck at killing me. Why else? It's the Prince of Wraiths. He looks even nastier this time.
I don't know, Evan, it just changes his color.
Exactly, he's green at the gills.
You will go no deeper.
That's what she said, and yes, I will.
The rift
Yeah, that's why it's called.
must remain open. You will obstruct me no longer. This time, at last, you will die.
Want a bet?
No. It's capitals at the end. It's like you will die.
It's like the therapy session that Aku does in season 5 of Samurai Jack.
For a moment I forgot. Yeah, it turns out we have one more battle against the Preservers before the final one. Yeah, I forgot about this. There you go.
Ho! Ha! God! Parry! Dodge! Thrust! Dodge! Spin!
Remember the witch time mechanic, Evan?
Evan, I wasn't aware this was Power Rangers.
No. That's from Looney Tunes.
Sounds like Power Rangers to me.
No. Then I'd be screaming out more intricate attack patterns.
What? Like that.
Something like that.
And if this were the mid 2000s Disney era, there'd be explosions everywhere. Or SPD and Operation Overdrive, I think, were the most afflicted by almost every fight scene having a bunch of explosions on all the time.
So yeah, obviously that bit earlier where the boss had Pessimist was to introduce us to it, so we'll know exactly what it is about when we get to this.
And basically, the final confrontation with the Prince of Wraiths will be essentially a final exam of incorporating everything that you just saw.
Yeah. Of all the solo, solo bosses. Yeah, I'll argue. Of all the solo bosses, there are solo original bosses. I would argue that the Prince of Wraiths is at level 120. Would be expert mode specifically would probably be the hardest one.
The thing is, Yasuo has a very simple pattern. It's just that deadly.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because, as you can see, that sword swing has such a huge range that you need to time your dodge really correctly if you want to pull off your witch time.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Also, there's one thing we didn't mention. The Ding Dong Dell fighting style replaces your dodge from a roll into a dash maneuver, which I argue makes it even more easier to navigate because you go full Castlevania Symphony of the Night and spam dash to move faster.
Yeah.
Well, at least he doesn't have to do it backwards to go the fastest possible.
That will look very awkward.
Well, it was how a lot of players got through.
Yeah, a speedrunner's favorite tool.
Now watch as Alucard majestically runs backwards at his opponent.
And we're almost done. There we go.
What? Ha! Victory is ours!
I guess.
It seems we are as stubborn as one another.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old
Listen,
man?
old man.
Gosh.
A lot of times.
Well, okay, Boomer. I guess we're not going to go down that easily.
Another ghost? Where was that one hiding?
It was right behind him the entire time. It was rather shy.
It was up his arse.
Sure.
Is everyone okay
Hold on,
today?
go ahead. Liz.
Some place was out of the way of that prince's brave Prince SCWRM, so yeah, up his arse. And quite rightly so. He's a terror, damn his eyes.
And yet we beat him every single time. Let's see what it has to say.
Fuck you, I was sleeping.
Aside from that,
With more men remaining.
I was at rest.
All right, since you're into it, by all means, you can be that one.
Cool. Thank you very much. Let's go. As soon as Evan's finished wrecking the priceless vases.
Yes.
oh, now Roland's going
I
to do
want to
it.
turn 2, come on.
Archaeologists would hate this.
That
one.
was very nice of you to give Rowan a turn there, Pedro.
Because I'll explain later. Go ahead.
I am Galleon, servant of Lord Remnus, general of the army of Ebbswane. I swore an oath to my fallen comrades to protect and serve my master, no matter what might come to pass. And a bang-up job I did of that, eh?
I wonder, is Lord Remnus the Prince of Wraiths?
It doesn't matter now, I'm dead.
Well, I'm here to do something about that.
But I too fell, my mission unfulfilled. See? My promise broken, a disgrace to my nation, an embarrassment to my people.
Shameful display.
See, I was right. This guy is a freaking failure who's lamenting death.
I mean, he managed to get
Almost
this
right, I'm a
far.
failure.
See, I get into the heads of these characters, Pedro. Cursed not look on as Lord Remnus changed, as he became that warped and broken thing, that prince among rapes.
Good
Oh
job.
my god!
Good job, Jova.
Whoa. You what, man? You're telling me this Remnus book and the Prince of Wraiths are the same person?
No way!
To be fair, this was easy to see coming.
Apparently
I
not
am.
before Lofty.
None knew his prowess of a sword better than I, and none could imitate it. It is he. Oh, whoa, it is he.
Do you have a
Well,
skull so I can
rabbits.
say, alas, poor Remnus, I knew him well?
So the guy we've been fighting this whole time is the same one who sealed the labyrinth away in the first place?
He's very indecisive.
Gee, Evan, when I'm saying that like that, it doesn't make any sense.
He who fights monsters?
He's very indecisive, I think.
Let's see.
But then that means we're on the same side. Why would he be trying to stop us unless he's a corrupted beast?
Everybody's fucking corrupted in this world.
I know, even Tawny's mother.
We're not even a royal squad. We're
right
exorcists.
here, Evan.
What? No, Tawny's mom isn't
He
here.
is not himself. No, mentality.
Go
He
ahead.
is not himself. He believes Ebbswane yet survives, and that you are an invader, intent on wresting his kingdom and his beloved people from his grasp.
So there you go.
I would say-
Oh boy,
I would-
is
I
he
would
in
say
for
he-
such a wake-up call.
I would say look out a window, you dummy, but well, there are no windows.
So there you go.
Actually, there seems to be a window up there, but what exactly is out there?
But this does not excuse his allowing the power of the rift to run rampant, and a black tide of monsters to pour forth. What of the sacrifices Lord followers made? So many lives lost for naught.
Yeah,
Wow,
I agree with him.
That sucks.
So there you go. Turns out Remnus wasn't updated on what's been happening since then.
Seems he went a little cuckoo, too.
You say yourself, huh? He's out of his right mind. He's been keeping the evil at bay for centuries now. Nobody can be expected to hold out against that kind of power forever.
I don't know. I know someone of Persona 3 is managing to do a bang-up job of holding evil away.
True.
Well, I guess not everybody can do that as well.
Mm.
I know these bunch of twins who can help out.
They're a bit occupied at the moment, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I say I'm a ghost. It would
Do you
seem
wanna-
so.
Do you want us to help by beating him up? If Lord Remnant has become the Prince of Wraiths, then that means nobody's performing the rite that keeps the rift under control.
Sadly not. And it is to him and him alone that the knowledge of how the rite must be performed was entrusted. I know only that a kingmaker must be sacrificed. Remain effective. What? But you sacrifice a bloody kingmaker?
Taking notes.
On the chopping block, Lofty.
Yeah, Chug Lofty in the
There you go. There you go.
Dedication to holding back the night, though your own kingdom might suffer the fate of Ebbswane in the process.
So there you go, Lofty. All those parts of you trash talking everybody in the party, including Tani's photos, have now caught up to you.
Wait, you mentioned the Kingmaker, right? Well, I'm sensing one right down by here somewhere. Or the power of one.
Oh, never mind. We'll just have to. Go ahead.
Reckon if I get this right back up and running, there might still be a chance, you know? Of course, Lofty ain't gonna sacrifice his.
I know. I was just making a joke.
Yeah.
He's not that generous.
And that's what we have to do. Let's find Lord Remnant, bring him back to his senses, and see if we can restore the right of entitlement.
Entombment.
Entombment.
The right of
Entombment. We'll have to follow him all the way to the rift. He'll have gone there to call on even more of its power, I'm sure. But if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. Also,
Whatever
he
it
sure
takes.
is acting entitled.
Guys, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
There is another way. Abandon your kingdom and save yourselves. For as long as the rift remains, though its wicked power be kept at bay, the risk of your destruction lingers. They're not going to do that, are they?
But if we run
We've
away,
gone
then that
this
means
far.
that we're doomed, doesn't it?
But like he said, for as long as the
Why
rift
are you
remains.
staring at
Hold
me
on.
like that?
Thanks, but we're not going anywhere. If I want to unite the world, I can't just run away the moment things get difficult. I didn't beat DeLorean by being a pushover.
And then the ghost, because he's not updating it, is like, but you did run away. Unite the world? Truly you are full of surprises, you idealistic little...
Thank
He's
you.
a small child.
Good luck, little king. Oh, he's a ghost, it's not like they can slap it, can they?
Let him be optimistic.
Alright. Let's see.
I can never look anyone in the eye again. Mark Sharp, my comrade in arms. Our secret duty was to escort Lord Remnant to the bottom, but I fell. I failed and stop walking, I'm talking.
Sorry. Come on, Tony and Roland, try and pay attention.
I'm sorry, Ivan, did you say
It's
something?
stuff that got my... It's
And
stuff like that caused my kingdom to fall
Tony's
in the
wandering
first
around
place.
in the background
Gee,
again.
Evan, maybe if next time you don't hack my Leafball account, I will have more time to write.
Come on. Oh, come on. You're still mad about that? You do know I
You
told
hacked
you.
his personal shit.
Yeah, I got it. Guys, I got it. It's stuff like that got me into this situation in the first place. Not paying attention, randomly walking around aimlessly.
That's very
Oh,
specific.
Tyron is here too. Something tells me it's
Uh,
not
that he was answering him, so go ahead, Tips.
So this place goes down a zillion level. There's a very great big hole at the bottom, right? You know what I do with holes? Fill it in. Put a few tons of soil down there, and let's get back going, shall we?
Unfortunately, Tyron, I don't think it's gonna be that simple.
Something tells me it's not going to be quite that simple.
Exactly.
How about we take a closer look before we break out the shovels?
Although I hear shovels
What do
have
you-
other capable weapons.
What do you know, for all I know, you're the one who caused all the bloody holes. You know enough in your dimension.
Oh, look, it's Grisella. Go ahead, Jova.
The ghostly voices of the labyrinths and dead Denzians are inspiring me to venture in to uncharted musical waters.
Oh, so you're going to make good music now.
Wow.
Shiroi?
I've always been.
No, remember Shiroi, monotone. Remember, it's Grisella.
Oh right. I've always been fond of dirge myself. I find the somberness soothing somehow.
Soothing to sleep.
I'm rather partial to Dirge of Cerberus.
I'd been fond of a dirge, but if I wanted that, I'd listen to a bad album that was actually funny.
Well, it's better than the sandworm that tries to eat you. He's a jerk.
It was better than Hulk Hogan's album.
Oh, look at that. Millennia's here too.
Hulk Hogan had an album.
Perhaps it would be wise to first familiarize yourself with the basics of combat. I do not have a limitless supply of medicine.
Was he, good?
Go ahead, Shiroi.
Your medicine is most impressive. Worthy of 50 marks, in fact. Yes, now that I have been revigorated, I shall be able to continue my investigation into the rift below. And its links with other dimensions.
I can show you a couple
Very
of songs.
specific.
So I'll show you a couple of songs afterwards, Jover, if you're interested.
Hey guys, I got 50 marks from Professor Millennia!
Yeah.
Nobody cares!
Hey, Ace, stalking on the characters is my job, damn it.
I'm sorry.
Well, it always helps to have some new material.
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name again? Nobody cares! Nobody cares! Yeah, you know, as about medicine, you are far from skilled. Well, she's a professor. She's not really a... combat is not her specialty.
Of course.
Alright, Dwibs.
Hey, you know how scary plasms can't move very far from the...
Wait, is that the right voice?
Yeah, it is. Go ahead.
Can't move very far from the place where they died. Do you think he might be the same? Hey, stop jumping about. I'm talking here.
Sorry, Lofty tends to do that.
A few of the tainted monsters have made it out this far, but we've seen no sign of the Prince of Wraiths just yet.
Oh, hey,
And
Alexis.
stop-
Haven't seen
and
you in a
stop-
while.
And stop smiling. This is serious.
Also, Lofty, stop looking up her coat.
Remember, Rumpel, Lofty prides himself on trying to provide some levity amongst all the,
Oh god,
the
he's still
harshness.
looking up there.
Come to do some shopping, eh?
Welcome, your majesty.
Thank you for the manuals.
Still at the exorbitant price.
Yeah.
Again, when you start coming to talk to me about something else other than what I have to sell,
Hey,
then
hey,
we can
wait.
actually talk like niceties.
Hey, wait a second. You're spending money, but how come your amount isn't going down?
That's because I'm super rich, and also, you're not voiced by Dwibs.
Dwibs possessed me, so he can make that point.
So is Evan committing fraud?
Yes,
No, 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 no.
This whole plot, this whole thing, the whole time was secretly an elaborate ruse so Evan could engage in a money laundering scheme.
Oh god, he really is a politician.
Honestly, it would most likely be Niall who would be caught in doing that, considering his
You see,
shenanigans.
Evan made this whole fucking sub story so he could get away with freaking money laundering, the little shit.
Well, at least it's not tax evasion.
Joe, but money laundering is just as bad.
What? But Dwibs, what if he's poor and
His
needs to
amount
feed his
isn't going down
family?
though. What taxes is he paying?
I'm
That's
paying the
big-
very special royal taxes.
So nothing then.
No. You see, I do pay my taxes. It's just that my taxes kind of go back to me, being the king
what's
and
the
all.
So what's the point of paying taxes if they go back to you anyway? That's
Well,
that's like a way to tipping himself.
I guess an obligation. I don't know.
It's like I asked them, what's the point of me paying for stuff from citizens that I recruited?
So the
This is
citizens don't have to do it.
This is
So not-
just life's way of working out, so that
not
it's not fair.
So you're both a money launderer, but you're also an idiot because your own citizens are taking advantage of you by exploiting a loophole in the way that because you're technically paying your own taxes, they don't have to.
Yes, they're taking advantage of me in a system where I'm essentially getting the best of resources without losing any money. Clearly, they are taking advantage of me. Woe is me. I don't use any money for these
Hey, Evan.
amazing items.
Evan, I didn't say they were doing a good job at it.
Well,
Anyway,
considering how these have helped me out in battle, I'd say they're doing a wonderful job.
And besides, what the hell? Yeah, that's how I think I figured out how his money laundering racket works. Evan's the ringleader, obviously. Mr. President, I've forgotten his name.
Roland. I mean, we only talk to him like every single part.
Yeah, Roland, being the experienced politician.
Yeah, the actual politician in the group.
He's the guy taking care of all the details. Tani and her father are the ones robbing people of their money.
They're the debt collectors.
So
they are pirates, after all.
Leander's just there because they need an extra
He's
body.
An accountant, I guess?
Yeah, that's what I say. He's just there. And Bracken, who's just, again, if Evan made up that sub-story about him being chased out of his kingdom, who's to say Bracken didn't make her sub-story up?
About her leg?
Yeah, and as for her practical purpose, well, she makes metal things, so I know she probably...
She's the MacGyver of the group.
Yeah, she built a giant cannon saying, if you don't pay Evan, I'll blow up your house.
Yes.
With this cannon.
I would love to see it.
Nino Kuni 2, the Kingdom of Fraud.
Sounds like a mafia kingdom more than anything.
Man, you really need to go to Fukuoka and pitch all of that to Hino.
I know, seriously, that could make for a great
that would make for a great Snack World special.
How? I'll say it sounds more interesting than the actual Nino Kuni movie.
Yeah. You see, Hino, it took me like 10 minutes, and I already came up with a better story than you did in like 90.
Well, to be
and
fair,
he wasn't even high.
Well, to be fair, the story itself was fine. It was the execution of said story that destroyed everything.
This is
also, do we know how long the development was for the movie?
I'm not familiar with it.
Although,
Warner Brothers said on their Twitter, and by that I mean Warner Brothers Japan, said on their Twitter that it was a project that was 10 years in the making. So apparently this has been. So apparently my guess is Hino pitched it to them back in 2008 or 9.
when the original Nino Kuni was in the making.
Exactly. And Warner Brothers wasn't entirely sure on making it, and eventually, maybe in the 10 years that passed, maybe someone new at Warner Bros. Japan thought, you know what, I actually like this idea, let's make it. That's my guess, I don't know. It depends.
I guess to be fair, it doesn't seem like it was rushed.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, Jova, the Yokai Watch movies come out on a yearly basis, and and it never feel rushed. Level 5 has a good production schedule in terms of producing that kind of stuff yearly. The problem is not a matter of rush development, I would argue. It's more so. It was more just so the fact that bad decisions were made in the script writing phase. It boils down to that. Alas, exactly. Anyway, everybody, see you for the next part where we finish The Lair of the Lost Lord.
See ya.
We stop this money racketeering.
See ya.
See ya.